Thanks, guys. Today we have an interactive health piece with the audience, and we're taking some Q&A. Does anyone have any questions, anything about finals or allergies, sun safety?
I was just wondering, how can I tell the difference between when I have a cold? I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Can I, between when I have a cold and when I have allergies?
That's a really good question. What's your name?
My name's Sheila.
Thanks, Sheila. That's a really good question. It's actually really important to know the difference so you can get the right medication. One of the major things is that with colds, the symptoms generally occur one at a time. First, you'll get the runny nose, then you'll have the sneezing, and then you'll have congestion. Whereas with allergies, usually the symptoms are simultaneous. Also, if you have a fever, the fever is usually associated with a cold. If you don't have a fever, it'll generally be allergies. And if you have something that's been lasting for more than 10 days, it's probably allergies because colds don't generally go past 7 or 10 days. It's a good question. Thank you. Anyone else?
Hi. Do you have any tips to relieve seasonal allergies without medication?
That's a really good question, too. What's your name? Thanks, Arvin. There are some tips that people don't usually think about. One of the things that's really helpful is if you change your clothes when you come in from outside, because a lot of times the pollen sticks to the fiber on your clothes, and people don't realize that, and they keep the same clothes on from outside to inside, and that really increases it, and that's a bad idea. Another thing you can do, this sounds a little bit gross, but it's not. It really helps. You put a little bit of petroleum jelly right under your nose. It catches the pollen and neutralizes the effects that it has for your allergies. And there's also food intake that can increase or decrease the way your body reacts to the allergies. If you start eating anti-inflammatory foods, such as anything that includes omega fatty 3 acids, fish oils, flax seeds, walnuts, that'll really help you. And try to decrease the amount of mucus-causing foods that you eat. That would include dairy, wheat, eggs, chocolate, and red meat. I hope that helps. Anyone else?
Well, what is the best allergy medication?
That's another great question. What's your name?
Brendan.
Thanks, Brendan. There's sort of not an answer for that because there's so many different symptoms and different medications out there that the most important thing is that when you go in for your checkups, especially in the spring and in the fall, that you're really specific with your doctor about your symptoms, about your reactions outside and inside, and that way you can get the best medication for you, because there's a lot out there for allergies, from antihistamines to nasal sprays, and it's really just an individual thing. Thanks, guys.
Wow.